Everybody from LeBron James actually to your daughter tweeted that was a foul at the end.
Really? Maybe. I don't think LeBron's ever won a game on a bad call by the other team, by the other officials. Do you think? I probably doubt it. I probably doubt that in his career he's ever won a game and decided to give it back because he looked at it and went, that was a foul. So it is what it is.
What did you see?
I was surprised they didn't call a foul.
Then write it like that. You don't need a quote from me. I've got still shots and video from 2 angles. One kid hits her in the face and one kid hits her on the elbow.
Got some still shots and video, too. Gentlemen, you just let me know when you want a tour of Gamble and Storrs so you can see what a dynasty feels like. Stephen A., do you think Baylor got robbed?
Yeah, hell yeah, they got robbed. They got robbed. I mean, I think it's appropriate to say that. Now, listen. I'm really having fun with this because to me, it's a rarity when you get to question anything about UConn women's basketball. Their 13th straight Final Four. They got 11, 12, they're going for a 12th national title. They're phenomenal. In all seriousness, we understand Gino Auriemma is absolutely right. I couldn't think of a greater comeback than he did at LeBron James with what he just said, because that's absolutely true, and it's no big deal. But LeBron James was right. Fran Fraschilla was right. I'm right. Anybody could see. People who can't see could see that was a damn foul, okay? Carrington got fouled. She got mugged. She got mugged on the way up. She got mugged once she elevated. You got elbowed in the face. It was a glaring, flagrant foul. Not literally a flagrant foul, but it was a foul without question. You've got to call that. It's a berth to the Final Four of the line. It was so clear. It was so evident. There's no way around it. It was a heist, as far as I'm concerned, because UConn should not have been able to win this game like that. At the very least, overtime.
Max, let me get in here.
It shouldn't have been like that. It's a heist, Molly. That one's a heist.
Okay, let me get in here. First of all, you're the last person I want to hear this from, because you've been crying on national TV rants about the NBA. Oh, don't let the refs get involved. Have the refs let them play. And then this one call, excuse me, Stephen A., did UConn go on a 19-0 run in the second half? Why did Baylor do something about a 19-0 run? But it came down to this.
Do you just want to talk, or do I get to respond to your diatribe? Because I want to respond to you, Molly.
I just wanted to make 2 points. Mine took about 2 seconds.
Molly,
Go ahead.
we care about the wonderful women in college basketball. They do a phenomenal job. Baylor's got a damn good program. I recall D.D. Richards going down with that hamstring injury. Now, injuries are part of the game. But that's when the 19-0 run took place. After she went down, let's be clear about that. That's number one. Number two, to be accurate, when I've gotten on the officiating in the NBA, what I was alluding to is technical fouls and throwing people out of the game because they react to a call that they question, stuff like that. We pay to see these folks play. We want to watch them on TV. We want to walk through the turnstiles, and you got officials throwing guys out of the game. Devin Booker, a rising superstar in the National Basketball Association, is on national television going up against the Lakers. Max, you and I were talking about this. You're going up against the Lakers, and they threw him out of the damn game because he questioned a call. He questioned it quietly. He didn't engage in histrionics, and you just going to throw him out of the game with all of us watching, looking forward to seeing this brother and the rising Phoenix Suns play. So when I have complained about the officiating on any level, particularly and specifically as it pertains to the National Basketball Association, it's for guys getting assessed flagrant fouls or getting ejected from games for nothing. It wasn't because of calls like that we saw last night.
You two
Max,
are getting
get in
very
here.
emotional, both of you. Stephen A., Molly, you're both getting very emotional about this.
Yeah.
It seems to me that
He's annoying.
injuries are part of the game. Injuries are part of the game. And yes, I can attest to it. They're both annoying. That is true. Injuries are part of the game, and so are bad calls part of the game. But Molly, that was a bad call, right? I mean, that was a bad call. They got that call wrong.
Pause, Matt. Molly, answer Max's question. Answer Max's question.
Max, what if that? Excuse me. Who's your basketball team now? Oh yeah, it's the Lakers. What if that was the Lakers to win a chip?
Well,
what would you
I
say?
would come out here and admit
was that a bad call?
that was a bad call. Did the other team
You know
get
what
robbed?
I said is UConn Huskies.
Well, that's fine. You can.
Mac, she still hasn't answered your question.
Yeah,
She
that's
still,
right,
Molly
that's
still
right.
hasn't answered
No,
the question.
she answered.
Molly still hasn't answered the question.
Her silence has answered the question.
For the Final Four.
Right.
I told you they shouldn't allow the 19-0 run. That was their fault. What do you
The
want
point
from me?
is-
And I heard that Kim Mulkey's mad about the COVID testing. She doesn't need to worry because she's not going to the
Well, that's
Final
ridiculous.
Four.
She's
UConn
ridiculous
is.
on
Carry
that
Max.
point.
The point
That's
is
ridiculous on her
The
part.
point is bad calls are part of the
Should be
game.
tested.
I remember when Charles Smith
Yeah.
went back
So
when I
are
used to be a
injuries.
Knicks fan, before Jim Dolan took it over from Chuck Dolan and ruined the team for the last couple decades. Charles Smith goes up in the playoffs against
Numerous
the
times.
Bulls.
Against Harvard's great Jordan.
Scottie Pippen had one hand over here. It was in the tabloids the next day. Horace Grant had his other hand over here, and they didn't call it. They kind of yanked his arm down. Now,
He had
it's
five
part of the
chances.
game.
He had 5 chances
Right,
at
like
that
it's
match.
part of the game. You could say, I don't care, we're moving on. But you have to admit that they were robbed. That's a robbery. When a bad call affects a play like that, and they get it the opposite of how they should get it, and it's blatant, you can say that was a robbery. It's okay, Molly. It happens. Robberies happen. Coach
I
just
can't.
said it after
I mean,
the
you
game.
guys can.
But it happened.
But yeah, Molly should say that. There's so much for objectivity there, Molly. But I will say this: this freshman, this girl, Paige Beckers. Oh my Lord,
Yeah.
she is special.
Right?
Oh my
Unreal.
Lord. She
Best player in the country.
She looked like she's got a chance to be the Steph Curry of women's basketball. That girl can stroke it. I mean, she's got a J. She's got a shot. Whoa. She looks special. I'll admit that. Oh my God.
I want to hear Molly admit that it was a robbery. It's
It was-
okay.
it
Molly,
was.
I
It
find
was.
it more enjoyable when my team is the beneficiaries of a robbery. I think it's hilarious. Can't you just
Listen,
admit that they got
Max,
robbed?
I know it's been very big of you to admit things on TV like the Cliff and Tom Brady and all of that, but I'm sorry. This morning I cannot do such things, fellas.
Okay, you don't have to. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.